Hey Jeep TJ owners, Barry here. I got a quick review on some Hooke Road flat fenders I bought. Reviewed some stuff online and didn't find a whole lot of great videos, although a few guys were trying it for their first time and it helped me for my first time. I'm going to try to do a one-take review real quick here and give you some good information that you might want to know before you buy this kit and to help you when you're installing this kit. So I removed my original TJ fender flares, and the first one I did was my back tire here, and it took me about 20 minutes. I was really lucky. You know, if you're around the coast or salt water or where they have snow and they salt the roads, you're gonna have a hell of a time with this. Those guys that have done this video showed me that. You're gonna be prying, you're gonna be drilling, you're gonna be cursing. I'm in Texas, Central Texas. It's pretty dry. I had no problem removing my fender bolts. So some of the tools I used to get these fenders off, I ended up cutting them. First one took me 20 minutes to get off. The next three took me about 5 minutes each. So I took my Sawzall and I cut along the top of each fender. I only left a small reveal. Just be careful not to get your paint work, but that made the job a lot easier. So a quick little Sawzall, or can't think what that thing's called right now. I used some black Rust-Oleum spray paint. I used a few clips to hold fenders in place. I used a Sharpie marker to mark where to drill a couple of holes, because on the front fenders I did do some drilling on the fender itself. I used an Allen wrench. Some of the screws that you get in the kit are 8mm self-tapping metal screws, and some are some Allen head machine screws. I used both. I used a hammer because I'll explain when I get there. Of course, I had some music. Didn't hardly need any gloves. If it's cold where you are, you might need some gloves. I used a little impact wrench with an 8mm socket on it, and I used my little ratchet a little bit, and then a ratchet strap. So I'll start here at the rear. Going back on, the rear fenders don't match any holes. Just give it up. You're not going to find any matching original TJ holes. So I used 4 of the self-tapping screws. You can see 1, 2, 3, 4. You could probably go overkill and put 2 more in. Maybe drill a pilot hole at the top here and put another one in, but I've got the 4 in and I may add more later. The front did pretty well. Let me see if I can show you what I got here. So on the front, these 3 machine screw setups will line up with the holes that are in the fender, and those have those pressed in metal nuts behind them. And again, if you're not corroded out, you're going to be able to reuse those 3. There's 1, 2, 3, 4 of the Allen head machine screws that I used. I had to drill in 2 spots, and I recommend you do that. This is going to catch a lot of wind, and the only one I had was this front one, and then all the way back here, this is a hole that was in the Jeep. So I added 2 more. To get this front to line up, I used the ratchet strap. I used my step here, my rock slider step, and I put a ratchet strap around it, put the ratchet strap over the tire to the front here, and I very gently ratcheted the front of the bumper back to get this front hole to line up. Now, doing that made it flare right here. So I removed the fender from where I marked everything, kept the ratchet strap in place, and I hammered where it flared so the fender would have the best chance to sit flat against the Jeep. So that was the only tricky part. The front are the hardest, but it's not really hard. If you're working on Jeeps, you're going to have these tools and you're going to be used to doing some fab. And the only thing I had to do was make sure that this hole lined up, this hole was in, and I drilled these 2 holes, and it went together perfect on both sides. I just had to do a little bit of hammering here because pulling this back flared it a little bit on this crease point. So that's it. that's my quick video about the TJ Hooke Road fender flares, flat fender flares. I hope you guys do something with your Jeep. This is a good mod. I like it a lot. It looks nice. I'll be able to do some more mod and get my 35-inch tires on there. These are 33s that are on it right now. Yes, that's dog poop on my tire. But they fit really nice. They look nice. They fit the Jeep. You know, sometimes you can put stuff on a Jeep and it doesn't really go. But these definitely go. Walk you around. Don't pay attention to that bumper. That's another project. But these look really good. All right, look, kept it just under 6 minutes for you guys. Dive in. If you're in the salty areas, rethink it, be ready for a battle. If you're in a dry area, these will come, the old fenders will come right off, and these will go pretty much right on. Good luck, guys.